Welcome, my dear friends, and also my dear students, in my YouTube channel, Online Teacher. Today, our topic is a period of transitions. This chapter is very big, so I will explain half of this lesson in this part 1 video. To get the part 2, subscribe the channel. Before discuss the topic, we'll come to the chapter at a glance. You can see that here we'll discuss in this whole chapter about the Renaissance, meaning, causes, features, and impact, age of discovery and exploration, reformations, meaning and impact, and next topic is about the Martin Luther and his 95 thesis, industrial revolutions, also very important chapter, and next one about the thought of imperialism. So before discuss about these relations, we will come to the basic point about the European history. So we have to know that periods of the medieval Europe, you can see here the date of the medieval period start from the 5th to 15th century. It that medieval period, all the countries are not same. All this period differ from the country to country. From the early 15th to the late 16th century, the Renaissance and the Age of Discovery traditionally mark the transitions of the Europe from the Middle Age to the modern age. This period of transitions means the transformations of social and political and economical condition, and it was started by the name of Renaissance. Actually, the period of transition is started from the early 14th and up to the late 16th century. Next, we'll discuss about the meaning of Renaissance and his features. So, you know the word Renaissance means actually rebirth or revival of arts, literature, and learning. The Renaissance was a cultural movement that began in the Florence, Italy, in the late Middle Age and then spread to the rest of Europe. The movement influenced the literature, philosophy, art, politics, science, and religion. It saw a revolution in the intellectual, social, and political domains. However, it is also known as the artistic development. Before going to discuss about the causes of Renaissance, we'll come to the features of the Renaissance. So, first of all, that you can see the features here. First of all, we know the humanism here, the features we can see in this part about the features of Renaissance. So, first we'll discuss about the humanism. What do you mean by the humanism? In the medieval period, everything revolved around the religions. You know already. All the things based on the religions. People were taught not to think about the world, but to concentrate on God. However, the Renaissance thinkers believed that human life in this world was of great importance. They came to be known as humanist because they shifted the focus of from godly affairs to human affairs. So you understood what is humanism. Next topic is rationalism. Rationalism, the this is also one of the important features. The Renaissance thinkers were very rational, actually the logical in their thinking and the approach. According to them, everything has a reason and everybody has a right to reason and questions. They refuse to accept anything blindly, even that authority of the church. So the idea of the rationalism was spreaded all over the Europe. Next, one of the important features of the Renaissance was scientific spirit. This spirit also the scholar this approach was based on the observations, experimentation and conclusions to find the scientific explanation of the things around them. They keep focus on the observations, experimentation and conclusions. They didn't believe about the superstitions. Next topic, the spirit of inquiry. The spirit of inquiry, this is the most important aspect of the Renaissance. People now began to question, discover knowledge and explore the unknown. Such inquiry led to voyages of discovery and the exploration. This resulted in the discovery of new lands. Realism. Along with the humanism and the spirit of inquiry, realism was visible also in the society of the Europe, particularly in paintings. Artists painted the actual beauty of the world and the grace of real men and women. So they also have started to believe on the realities. Now we'll discuss about the causes of Renaissance. Now we have understood what was the characteristics or features was in wherein the Renaissance. With these characteristics or the features, Renaissance brought the new life and it gave the new birth of the society. So we'll come back about those about discussions about the causes of the Renaissance. So first of all, that one of the cause that followed, this is the fall of Constantinople in 1453 CE. The Ottoman Turks attacked and occupied the Constantinople, which was a famous center of learning. Many Greek scholars so after that fled and took shelter in Italy. As a result, the University of Florence, Venice and the Milan in Italy became the important center of education. Next cause was the rise of new nobilities. An increase in the trade led to the emergence of a new class of nobles. Actually they were the merchant, not nobles by birth, who patronized the learning. Next causes was the discovery of new. Due to the fall of Constantinople, trade was hampered. In order to ensure the profitable trade, new routes were discovered. Along with the new lands, these voyages of discovery opened up the new center of trade, which also become the sites of cultural exchanges. Next cause was the crusade. Crusades, the holy war to save the Constantinople, to save the Christianity from the onslaught of Turks. It is actually the holy war in between the Christianity, Christianity and the Islamic religions. Brought Europe in the choose contract with that, and this also helped Europe to come close contact of Arab who had made a great advancement in the field of science and philosophy. Most important cause of the Renaissance was the invention of the printing press. So printing press, before discussing the printing press, we have to know the person name is Johannes Gutenberg, who invented the printing press and accelerated the Renaissance movement. Printing helped in the spread of ideas to different parts of the Europe. Translation of the Bibles and other important works made people aware, and that they now began to question the validity of the age old practices and beliefs. So invention of printing press was most important cause to change the societies of Europe by this period of transitions in this during the period of transitions. Now we'll come to that next topic. We'll discuss about the impact of the Renaissance. So here you can see that the impact in literatures, art, discovery and explorations. If we're going to say about the literature, so you can see some of the name famous important scholar during the 18th century. So important scholars and their major works is given in this video, and you can take the screenshot of it, like that Dante major works. And his great book was the famous book was the Divine Comedy, Machiavelli's The Prince, Erasmus The Praise of Folly, William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, The Merchant of Venice, and Macbeth, the very famous books, John Milton's Paradise Lost, Geoffrey Chaucer, The Canterbury Tales. These are the books. Is the impact was the impact of the Renaissance. The Renaissance movement also resulted in revival of art, not only in the literature. So I already show you that in the field of literatures, and there also we are getting some of the famous painter name Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo and Raphael. I will show you the pictures or painting whatever they have drawn, their famous painting. So we'll come on the topic. You can see the and his famous Mona Lisa, and after that I will show his very important pictures, very famous pictures. You can see the pictures, and this is the Last Supper. The Last Supper, a late 15th century painting by the Leonardo da Vinci, is one of the most famous painting in the world. It is a mural painting which represent the scene of the Last Supper of Jesus with his disciples. Next, the picture you can see, this is the picture of the Sistine Madonna, and is a painting by the Italian artist whose the name of this person is Raphael. Next pictures, the is very famous pictures. You can see the pictures of famous scholar artist Jello, and his picture Pieta. It is an example of the Renaissance sculptures. Next, we'll discuss about the the explorer and their voyages of explorations. See first the Sir Francis Drake, and he circumnavigated the world. Sir Walter Raleigh, discover Guyana. Next, Ferdinand Magellan, fast voyage around the world. Christopher Columbus discovered the New World, America. Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route from Portugal to East. Hernando de Soto, Spanish explorer and conqueror of the Central America, Peru. Next, Bartholomew Diaz, the first European, led a voyage around the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. And last explorer, Marco Polo, famous explorer and traveler to China and Japan. The Renaissance movement fostered the spirit of adventure among the people of Europe. They traveled to unknown lands and seas facing hardship. Their discovery took them to the land east of Europe, to India and China and the New World in America also. The main motive of this explorer was wealth, gold, silver, and spices, increasing the power in Europe, increasing the opportunity for trade, spreading Christianity, building European empires in different parts of the world. So, today, up to the age of discoveries and explorations, I have discussed. Next day, we'll discuss about the reformations, about the Martin Luther thesis, Protestant Reformation, Counter Reformations, and impact of the Reformation, Industrial Revolutions, and also the very important part and the thought of imperialism's meaning, causes, and impact. Today, thank you. Bye.